This week we read Parshas Bamidbar. Bamidbar, which means in the desert, really describes where the Jewish people are for most of the Torah. Start off in Mitzrayim when they became a nation, and then they're in the desert for the rest of the Torah. And it's interesting that the Torah describes the Jewish people living in the desert, but never describes them living in Eretz Yisrael. Never describes them living with the Beis HaMikdash. We need to wait for the books of the Nevi'im, the books of the prophets. Their entire existence in the Torah itself is only in the desert and in Mitzrayim. And I think one of the lessons of that is, if the Torah would have described only an existence in Eretz Yisrael, in the land of Israel, with a temple, with a Beis HaMikdash, when everything was growing great, a person may mistakenly think that that's the only way for a Jew to exist, when everything is going good, when everything is going well. But when you're in a desert, when things are desolate, when you live in a place where there's nothing, there's no food, there's no water, life is difficult, that's not a place where you can keep the Torah. Therefore, the Torah teaches us all about the Jewish people who kept the Torah even when they were in a desert. What an important lesson for us. Obviously, we hope that things go well, that things are smooth. But we have to remember, Torah is not only for when things are easy. Torah is even when things are difficult. Torah is even when things are hard. Torah is even when life is not going as smoothly as we would have hoped. Torah is even when we don't live in the land of Israel, when we don't have a Beis HaMikdash, when we're still stranded outside of Eretz Yisrael. We celebrated Yom Yerushalayim today. And Yom Yerushalayim is a day where we thank Hashem for giving us the holy city of Jerusalem. But not everybody can live there. And although we value so much the gift of having the city of Yerushalayim, being able to go to the Kosel Maravi, the closest place to the Beis HaMikdash, it's also a day that where we remember, no matter where we are in the world, we still have to connect to Hashem, and we still have to keep the Torah. As we prepare for Shavuos, less than a week away at this point, we have to keep that in mind. Accepting the Torah doesn't just mean I'll keep the Torah, I'll serve Hashem when everything is good, and when I'm in the ideal situation. When we accept the Torah on Shavuos, we say to Hashem, we're committed to the Torah. We're committed to learning it, to keeping it, to doing all the mitzvos. Whether we're in Eretz Yisrael, whether we're in Gan Eden, or whether we're in a midbar, whether we're in a desert. Our dedication to Torah has to be consistent. Our dedication to Torah has to be unwavering. We have to commit to keep the Torah in all situations. Have a great, great Shabbos.